And what is up, guys? Technicals here. The amount of miners that have been coming out from manufacturers over the last few months, what was once a slow drip has become a tsunami of ASIC miners. That leaves miners with older equipment wondering what to do because profitability is going through the floor, as it always does. But it seems to be going through the floor much more quickly now because these miners that are coming out are exceedingly more efficient. It's been kind of a trend over the past few months that I've noticed that people are kind of like wondering what to do with their miners, and companies will take older miners and turn them into space heaters or cut chips out of them and turn them into bit axes or solo miners or little toys or things like that. But I think there's a better strategy that's often overlooked because, well, it's kind of boring, and that's what I'm going to get into now. I'm the Technicals. Let's get into it. For that, this video brought to you by me, The Technicals, at technicalsmakes.etsy.com. 3D printed products for crypto mining, amongst other things. Introducing the new ASIC adapter for AC Infinity S8 fans, similar in functionality to the Fruition's design model, but much cheaper. Use code YouTube for 10% off your order. Link in the description below. All right, so this is a Bitmain Ant Miner L3+. It's super duper old. It mines script. It's like 600 gigahash. This will never be profitable again, even though only a few short months ago, when DOGE was going through the roof, this briefly became profitable to the tune of like a penny a day. That speaks volumes to the power of price appreciation and speculation in the crypto markets. At the time, yeah, I could probably get like, I don't know, 50 bucks for this thing. And that's the name of the game. That's the whole point of this video. Because I'm currently going through that process right now, that hospice sort of situation with my S19J Pros. So I'm over here on asicminervalue.com. It has the real-time profitability of the miners. I put in my power rate, which rounds up to 8 cents per kilowatt hour. It's a little bit lower than that, but still, with my S19J Pro, this has the 96 terahash model. I'm running brains on mine, so I can eke out some better efficiency, but still, at a loss of $1.66 per day, I'm losing like $1 a day by running the thing. I switched over to the S19J Pro 104 terahash model to get a little better estimation of what I'd actually be getting. But before you go and turn everything off, before you start throwing things in the garbage, in the dumpster, check to see how much yield you're getting. So right now, we're just going to say, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'm getting this. The amount of Bitcoin that I'm generating per day is 0.4 zeros and then a 7.4, about $4.08 as of current. But I'd be burning $5.89 in power to get that. So that's resulting in a loss of $1.81. So let's do the math. How much am I going to have to make? So in order to offset $5.89 of electricity per day, 0.123474, that means Bitcoin would have to be $79,594 for this thing to just break even. Now, that doesn't mean that once Bitcoin hits $79,594 that all that mining would have been worth it, because I would have been mining at a loss for some time. And if we get up to $79,584 Bitcoin, $94 Bitcoin, it stands to reason that more people will be jumping on, difficulty goes up, rewards go down. So it actually have to be much higher in order for it to be profitable to mine on the S19J Pro. Me, I'm of the opinion that the cycles are not going to repeat the way that they always have. Hockey stick, kind of flutter down 85%, hockey stick, kind of flutter down 85%, hockey stick, etc., etc. It seems to me that in a post-ETF world, that these things are going a little more I don't know the chart terms, logarithmic, in a sense, to where the things settle out. The rises aren't as parabolic as they once were, aren't as exponential as they once were. Bitcoin's not going to go 10,000x. Sure, it'd be nice if Bitcoin was $1.5 million, but that's only what, 15x or 20x from where we are now. It's not going to do those super ultra factors, and that $1.5 million is not going to happen next year. It's certainly going to take a lot longer. Furthermore, in terms, if we want to start talking about larger economic conditions here, you know, with inflation and, you know, inflation that we actually want versus inflation that is going to happen anyway, is $80,000 going to be a lot of money? Well, it's going to be a lot of money for a while, but is it going to be, you know, today's $80,000? The answer is no, because many, many moons ago, when I was making $30,000 a year in salary, that was a lot of money. That was a good salary back then. Today, that is actual poverty grade salary. What is that in hourly terms? 52 weeks a year, 40 hours a week. Way back in the day when I was young, dumb, and full of cum, making $14.42 an hour was, you were pimp. I had all the freshest polo shirts. I had a system in the back of my Mazda, boom booming, bumping Little John and the East Side Boys. Let me tell you, I was the cock of the walk. Now I don't know what I'm the cock of. Point being, S19J Pros, the writing's on the wall. Your fate is sealed. It's just not going to happen. But if you've got a miner that's, say, a little bit newer, like an S21, I do have an S21. I haven't done the math on that yet because I don't want to cry to myself to sleep tonight. But you can do the math on it and kind of find out where that clutch point is and how much longer you can do the advanced math to find out how much longer it's going to take for price appreciation to bring you up to that level to where it made sense to mine all that extra time. But there is another option. We have to remember we have our good friends, the normies. That's right. Once Bitcoin gets to a certain price, the people on CNBC, the people on the regular local news start talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, what's this new Bitcoin thing? They all act like it's the brand new thing and it's the hot new thing, and everybody starts rushing in to buy Bitcoin. That will happen again, for sure. To what degree, I don't know. Is it going to be a 2017 level event? Is it going to be a 2021 level event? Maybe, probably, I don't know, but it will happen to some degree. And best believe when that happens, that's right, your boy's gonna be throwing this sucker on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace. This thing makes $1 billion per day. You're gonna be rich, buddy. All you gotta do is buy this little miner from me. Now, I know in my mind, in my noodle, that he's not, but I want money. And because I was the dumbass that bought it, and I was gonna get rich, and now it's time for me to try to offload it. That's it. That's the strategy. You turn off your equipment and you sit on it. I got this fucking thing right here. Doesn't have my address on it, does it? It's a CK Light from, who makes the CK Light? Gold Shell? From Gold Shell, my favorite company. Everyone's favorite company. This thing I got pretty much as a promo. I paid like a couple $100 to ship it here, but I got it basically for free. But it was unprofitable when I bought it. Nervous hasn't done shit, and I'm not sure if it's ever going to be profitable again. And so I've just had it sitting in a box. Tried listing on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, but no bites, and that's fine. Because if and when a bull run happens and everyone starts going apeshit over altcoins again, this little CK Light here could be making $1 billion per day. And I kept it nice, pretty, and new, all in its box, ready to ship. Do you agree with this morally questionable strategy of trying to recoup losses? Let me know in the comments below. That's basically it, guys. Let me know what you're doing with your equipment, because I know a lot of people out there, you know, in the ASIC side of things especially, you spend a significant amount of money on your equipment and now it's not profitable. The horizon's not looking great. And you can go out there on Twitter and show your coin all the live long day to try to get some profits out of that thing. But so I'd love to know what you're doing in the comments below. Are you just kind of write it off and pitch it? Do you run your stuff like a business and you just kind of write down that asset, write it off, you know, take it off the depreciation schedule, what have you? Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. Be sure to like this video because it's a nice thing to do, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm TheTechnicals. See you next time.